There was a lengthy wait at the counter when Logan got at the drugstore. With a sigh, he accepted that he would have to wait. He saw an old guy straining to lift a huge basket full of goods as he stood there. Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. Can I help you with that, sir? Logan walked up to the man and inquired. Looking up, the man was appreciative yet astonished. Oh, young man, it would be amazing. I'm grateful. After taking the basket, Logan assisted the man in reaching the checkout desk. The man, Mr. Thompson, asked Logan about himself as they strolled along. Logan talked about his concerns on his mother's condition and their financial difficulties. After giving careful attention, Mr. Thompson shocked Logan by agreeing to cover Hannah's prescription costs. You've already been of great assistance to me with groceries. In exchange, let me assist you and your mother, Mr. Thompson said. Logan, moved by the man's goodwill, agreed. He gave Mr. Thompson his thanks and went right out to buy his mother's prescription. Logan started to see Mr. Thompson as a mentor after that day. He imparted to him important lessons about generosity, tenacity, and the value of lending a helpful hand to others. Logan was able to follow his goals of becoming a doctor and obtain a college scholarship with the help of Mr. Thompson. Logan never forgot the lesson he learned that day, that sometimes helping others can lead to unexpected blessings and change your life in ways you never imagined. As Logan approached Mr. Peters, he noticed the older man seemed a bit down. Remembering how Mr. Peters had always been friendly to him, Logan decided to strike up a conversation. "Hey, Mr. Peters, how's your day going?" Logan inquired, attempting to seem happy. Mr. Peters seemed astonished but smiled warmly at Logan. "Oh, it's just another day. How about you? How's your mom doing?" he said, genuinely interested. Logan sighed, his smile fading slightly. "She's hanging in there. We're managing, thanks to your advice about investing in those stocks. They really helped us out." Mr. Peters gave a satisfied nod. "That's good to hear. You're a brilliant young guy, Logan. You will achieve great success in life, I promise." Logan had a wave of appreciation for Mr. Peters. Despite his gruff exterior, the old man had always been kind to him. "Gratitude, Mr. Peters. I really hope so. I'm putting a lot of effort into ensuring my mom has a better life." With that, Logan wished Mr. Peters good night and proceeded into the shop to start his shift. He was constantly appreciative of Mr. Peters and other individuals who had helped him along the journey as he worked. Logan saw Mr. Peters hesitate over the bill as he rang up a transaction. Recognizing the elderly man's situation, Logan made the decision to intervene. "What's up, Mr. Peters? I'm responsible for it today," Logan grinned. Mr. Peters was surprised. "Oh no, I couldn't possibly—" "Please, it's the least I can do," Logan pleaded. "Take it as a thank you for your unwavering kindness toward my mom and myself." Mr. Peters found the gesture to be touching. "All right, young man, thank you. That's really kind of you." Mr. Peters couldn't help but feel warm inside as Logan assisted him with his shopping. Perhaps after all, people had not completely forgotten about him. Logan saw that Mr. Peters was afraid to speak, but he was trying as they traveled. "Mr. Peters, is everything all right? You appear to be wanting to say something," worried Logan. Mr. Peters paused briefly before continuing. "Actually, I would want to share something with you. It has to do with a scholarship." Logan was curious. "A scholarship? How about that? I used to be a professor at the university and I still have some contacts there," Mr. Peters clarified. "I could draft a recommendation letter for you. You might use it to support your scholarship applications." Logan was unable to speak. "Mr. Peters, are you serious? That would be incredible. Many thanks for it." "Logan, you don't have to thank me. It's the least I can do in return for your generosity today," Mr. Peters said. "From that moment forward, I was the chairman of the physics department and a professor at a very famous institution once." Logan was even more impressed with his neighbor after learning about the breadth of Mr. Peters' achievements. "But Logan, I haven't just come here to brag," Mr. Peters said with a kind smile. "I had a conversation with a few of my old co-workers who serve on the university board. I informed them of a bright young man I met today and asked them to look out for his scholarship application." Logan was encouraged by his newfound mentoring and impressed by Mr. Peters' knowledge as they talked late into the night. Logan couldn't help but feel more determined than ever to follow his aspirations as he left Mr. Peters' house that evening. He was aware that everything was achievable with Mr. Peters' assistance and direction. When Logan heard those words, he was filled with excitement and a mixture of thankfulness and resolve. He was crying, and he was having trouble finding the perfect words to thank Mr. Peters. "It's not going to be easy getting this scholarship, but if you're ready to put in the work, I'm willing to help you with everything I know," Mr. Peters went on, speaking in a strong yet encouraging manner. "Obviously, yes, Mr. Peters, thank you so much. You don't know how much this means to me," Logan retorted in a tearful voice. "When you win that scholarship, you may thank me. Go home and rest for the time being. I need you to be here every day at precisely 6 a.m. starting tomorrow. Not even a minute late, okay?" Mr. Peters commanded, maintaining a steady look. With excitement, Logan nodded and began to count down the minutes before his first meeting with his new mentor. Logan put in a ton of effort over the next few months, taking every piece of advice Mr. Peters had given him. He balanced his education, his mother's condition, and his meetings with Mr. Peters, always demonstrating his commitment. Seeing her son's tenacity, Hannah made sure they had plenty to eat and requested the salary increase she was due at work, which allowed Logan to resign and concentrate on his scholarship application. Then one day, Logan received a letter from the university of his dreams. Trembling with excitement, he sat down with his mother and Mr. Peters and opened the package. As he read the letter, tears began to spring up in his eyes. The institution had bestowed upon him the esteemed presidential scholarship. Logan continued to do well in college like he did in high school. Hannah's condition got better, and Mr. Peters experienced a sense of belonging once more, being aware that he had been instrumental in transforming the life of a young guy. Please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.